How's everybody doing? Welcome back to this everyday stream of bow and arrow. This is the fourth time I streamed this machine. Now we're in the cleanup part. So feel free to say something to chat. It doesn't get quiet. I would love to have some music in the background, but unfortunately the copyright police will shut down the stream. I mean, I won't mind putting some music if I'm playing, just because sometimes the gameplay will be louder than the music itself. But in this case, sadly. What if these plastics are dirty? See where the small screws. Alright, so one screw goes here, one small one. This one didn't have any screw. Damn. Alright, oh yeah. That's it. So here it is. That one here. What I'm doing out of camera is just placing the plastics, same position of how they go, so I know where they go exactly, especially those little rubbers. So I know the short one goes here and the long goes there. That's 245 at most. I'm getting also new caps for the bumpers, which it will make it look nicer. Because these bump caps are like pretty worn down. Actually, they have also the wrong screw, but at this point I cannot put the right screw. Well, maybe I can. Yeah, the screws are too wide. So let's see. This is not even taking apart is very easy. Tricky part is putting them back together. That's always been the case. I'm not gonna put back these screws. I'm just gonna keep them here, just because I'm not sure I'm gonna reuse them. If I can get, which I think I have smaller screws, I will use the right screws once that I get the new caps. Yeah, these caps I have seen better times actually. I mean, if you're making a job like this, when it's worth to replace all these parts, make it look nicer. I think that's my opinion, of course. Faye, how are you, Faye? Man, you have no idea how happy I was to see your channel. Really. You're like, man, Faye's a pro. So happy to see you, Faye. How are you, Faye? Yeah, I think I have it streaming now for maybe, I think a year and a half, something like that. And but it's fun though. It's fun. But yeah, I'm here pretty much. I mean, I will stream, as you know, obviously pinball. Usually I will stream gameplay, but I have this machine I'm having commissioned to clean up this machine, which is funny because I actually enjoy more doing this than actually playing. But great. Yeah, I saw your channel, Faye, and man, you're good. You're good. It's really so funny that we just found each other through here. It's so funny. Yeah, usually what I do, I stream. I started stream on Twitch, and then I started streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. And recently, I started streaming also at Facebook Live. On Facebook Live, probably you know, they opened their gaming channel. They call it well, how they call it, a gaming creator or something like that. And one of the reasons I'm doing it also on Facebook Live, I mean, I'm right now pretty much going again to YouTube Live and Twitch. It's just to bring pinball into Facebook, because there's no pinball at all. I mean, there's a lot of virtual pinball, but not like real pinball. So I just wanted to bring pinball to the masses. And so maybe you want to take a look at that option if you ever want to stream on the Facebook Live. mean, Facebook is pretty much just trying to push a gaming community, which, I mean, it's hard. I mean, we know Twitch is the 700-pound gorilla, but I mean, again, it's just another gateway. I mean, again, for streamers. Yeah, if you search for how it's called, it's well, the program is called Level Up program. So if you Google like Facebook Level Up, pretty much you will find a page where it explains you what you have to do. The minimum requirements are very easy. You will meet them right away. I think you have to obviously create a page, create a persona, and then, I mean, your identity, and then pretty much a stream. I know that you stream video games, so at the beginning there's some limitations when it comes to the quality of the stream, like the resolution and the frames per second. But I think that once you complete, I think you need to have a minimum of 100 followers. I think you need to stream like for 3 days within 2 weeks or X number of hours. I mean, the requirements are not that crazy, honestly. And but once that you get that, the only difference is that your resolution, your bitrate gets upped, so you will be able to stream at a higher resolution, like 180p or 720p at 60 frames per second. So you can do that. When it comes to monetization, I mean, still there's some holes out there. I mean, again, this is new even for Facebook. They don't know a lot of things still yet. But again, it's just another gateway, you know, gateway. Yeah, just give it a try. There is not restrictions right now if you multi-stream. I think the restrictions will be if you are a partner. If you're a Twitch partner, Twitch is the one that won't let you broadcast simultaneously on other platforms. But if you're an affiliate like me on Twitch, there's no limitations on that. The same as Facebook goes, they haven't put any limitations like exclusivity. The same as goes YouTube. I think that if you're like a big on either platform, that's when restrictions have come up. But yeah, pretty much you can stream simultaneously on 3 networks. I use Restream to do it, and it works pretty well actually. It works really well to stream to 3 channels simultaneously. One thing though that I notice is that one of the reasons that the channel is very quiet, which means like without music, is because the copyright police on Facebook is way tougher than YouTube or Twitch. Remember at the beginning when I start streaming, I will have some music in the background, you know, like nothing crazy, just in the background, and the stream will shut down like right away, and pretty much a message saying like, we detect that your stream contains some copyright material and blah 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 blah. So just so you know. So yeah, it's tighter the copyright police on Facebook than on the other platforms. But yeah, it's fun. I mean again, it's a different approach to gaming, I guess. I have met interesting people during streams, and so it's fun. It's just fun to chat for a few hours about the game you played. But yeah, sometimes it gets quiet, like really quiet, which is fine. I don't mind. But it's sometimes like, hey, I know you are there. Say something. Don't ghost me. So I saw that you have like a schedule like on your page, so pretty much you follow that schedule when it comes to your streams. What I'm doing here today, well, pretty much this machine is not mine. This machine belongs to Craptown, which is the place that I usually play every Tuesday. They bought this machine. It was halfway working, and pretty much my job here is to put it pretty and to check that everything works. This is I think this is the fourth stream that I do dedicated to this game. On my past streams, I work on different sections of the machine to make it work, to clean it up, and etc. And today I'm tearing up pretty much the upper playfield to clean it up, which this is fairly easy and fast compared to the other things. I mean, I know it's a late stream, but it's okay. It shouldn't take long. I mean, they always say that, but I end up like 2 in the morning. And then waking up for work the next day, it's just like, ugh, I'm like a zombie. Well, it's fun though. I actually enjoy doing this. Yeah, the thing is that I understand when it comes to like scheduling. I usually don't set up a schedule, just because, you know, sometimes you feel to stream, sometimes don't, and I just don't want to be tied to a schedule. And I will stream really like when I feel like. I just don't want to see it, you know, like a job. Like, oh my God, today is Thursday and I have to stream. Otherwise, I mean, I won't do that because it will take the fun out, you know. So sometimes I will stream like very often, like several times on a week, and sometimes I will just be out like for 2 weeks and no stream at all. And so yeah, so that's usually what I do, and it's fun. It is fun. I'm hoping to have, last year didn't have it, so I'm hoping to have something this Christmas for everybody, but still I need to figure out the logistics of it, with, you know, the scheduling and everything. So, but definitely, I think I would like to do something this year. I mean, last year I didn't do anything, so yeah, I'm hoping to. I'm hoping to do something here in the house, just to have everybody and just chill, you know. And so how's Ryan Phase? You good? Is everybody in your house doing good? Yep, I can do that. I can stream competition. Usually, I will stream several events. I will carry all my gear, and if I get invited to an event, to competition, usually I will set up cameras and I will stream the event. So yeah, so I'm the type of guy that I will carry all my gear into the trunk and set up cameras, etc. I do not do the commenting of a game. That I don't. I will just set it up and let it run and just listen to people cursing at the cameras, and that's it. But yeah, usually, I mean, I will stream. Actually, I have done 3 tournaments so far here with more than 30 people. So it has been fun. It has been fun, actually. so the only ones that I need to take are these two guys here. We'll have this out. So, because also I'm replacing all the bulbs, so I will remove all the bulbs and clean up the sockets. But I need to take those two plastics, which means that I need to move this camera a little bit, and because I need to move the playfield, and I need to get a new lamp, because this lamp that I have is like sketchy. It's kind of sketchy, and I'm sure one day it's going to fall on my head. I'm positive of that. Yeah, it's 30 people here. I don't know how I make them fit here, but yeah. This is coming with a whole screw. Let's see. I use this guy. Which of the machines has the highest scores? Pretty much all of them. Well, no, with exception of two. But yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm here and the machines are just sitting there, so I will play. Sometimes I will set up like silly goals during the stream, like to get a high score or something. Sometimes I will do it, sometimes not. But yeah, most of the machines that I have here, they have my initials. And but yeah, so. But the funny thing though is that a lot of people think that just because I own machines, I have machines, I will be playing 24 hours, but it's not true. I mean, I have machines here, and honestly, I don't turn them on. I actually turn them on while I'm making laundry. That's it. And that's because I'm waiting for the dryer to finish. But other than that, I don't turn them on. I mean, yes, I will play a game here and there, but that's it. But again, I will really play one game when I'm streaming, and that could be like 3 straight hours on one machine. But in normal conditions, I don't turn them on. What I'm doing right now, this is what I actually enjoy most. Figuring out why things doesn't work, etc., etc. So for me, I think this is the most enjoyable part of pinball. I mean, these are machines that are 40 years old. Some of them are like more than 40 years old. And they still function, which is something great. It's like, sometimes I will tell young people, like, let's see if your Xbox will last 40 years, you know? So usually what you stream, Faye? I mean, I know that you play Sims for the longest time, but what games do you stream? I mean, do you stream like several type of games, or you're just focusing on only one or two? Okay, got it. How long will be your streams? Okay, cool. That's excellent, Faye. That's excellent. That's sweet, Faye, really. Boy, oh boy. Let's see what we got here. Four years now. Wow. Wow. That's great, Faye. That's really, really good. I mean, I knew that you like computer games. I knew that, but I didn't know that much that you will go to that extent of streaming, which is really, really cool, actually. Finger. Alright, so we got that. I need to vacuum this also. So let's see. I need some screws. Where are you? Here. Alright, so actually I can put this one back here. Right there. Remove this. Oh, by the way, thanks for the host, Faye. I just noticed that. Thank you very much, Faye. Spreading the love of pinball. So yeah, so if you're watching this stream, follow Miss Faye. She's an awesome player. She's an awesome gamer. Thanks for the follow, Dimpled Brain. Thanks for the love. All right, so we got him. Let's go to the other side to remove that part, that very same part, and then I think we will be done removing all the plastics, and then we can jump into cleaning the wood itself, and let's see what else we find. Some screws are like, damn, like glue to the play field. Let's see. That's it. Yep. Let's put back the screws. Usually I will put back the screws once that I remove it, and the reason is because it had happened in the past that I will misplace the screws, and when you take apart a machine like that, you have hundreds of screws in different sizes, and so it's very easy to misplace them or to put the wrong screw where it's supposed to. Oops. And then that happened. That a screw will fall. Alright, so I need to do a mental note that there's a screw down there, which that's fine. It won't be the first nor the last time that a screw falls there. But it's fine. Alright, so let's see. So what else? So we can put these guys. Can put back these nuts. Remove that. Sometimes my hands will actually cramp. All these like weird positions. I mean, it's a combination of the position, combination also. I'm getting old. There it is. Sure. Come on. Yep, that's it. Come on, little screw. Cooperate. That's it. There it is. Jeez. Whew. Alright. That's it. That's it. pretty much all the posts that I remove, I'm just gonna throw them on the ultrasonic cleaner. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Tomorrw, tomorrow's Thursday, so I think what I'm gonna do today is finish to clean up the upper playfield. Hopefully it won't take long. And tomorrow's Thursday, so I guess between the next 2 days I'm going to remove the playfield, put it in the bench, and work under the playfield, and pretty much clean up all the switches, relays, etc., and then bring it back the playfield. So hopefully there will be just small details to work on it. Actually, in the last 2 days, the machine worked. I would say like 90%. I still need to figure out why the bumps, they don't fire. I noticed that bumps don't fire and another disc kick. Obviously there's one that is missing. Actually, yeah, this one is missing, the whole assembly, and this one is not firing, so I need to take a look to see why it's not firing. Maybe it's a fuse, I don't know. I need to figure that out. I have the diagram, and I'll see why it's not firing. I need to replace the flipper bats. I have a switch that goes there. And let's let this guy back. Alright. So my sketchy lamp, put it back here. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove all the bulbs. I'm going to put new bulbs. So I'm not interested in saving these guys at all. Usually when I replace bulbs in the machine, replace them by LEDs. Sometimes I will save the bulbs, but just by looking at these bulbs, they are so burned down, and it's just not worth saving them. I think I have easily close to 300 bulbs from other machines. But actually I use them on the back box of this machine. This machine only came with probably maybe 6 bulbs on the back box, and I think it took maybe, I don't know, maybe 40 bulbs. So and I can feel that some of the bulbs are just stuck into the socket. So also I will Dremel each socket so it can have better contact. Let's see. Yeah, it's just like it hasn't been changed. It had happened that in the past the bulb would just explode on my fingers, so like blood. Yep, stuck there, stuck. All right, so let's see. Where's my tool to remove bulbs? Where I put it? Where I put my magic tool for bulb removal. There it is. Alright kids, if you ever work on a machine and you want to remove old bulbs, you need a special tool. That special tool is this. A 3-inch piece of tubing. It works great to remove bulbs sometimes. You just push it and boom, comes out. So this is great because you get actually more strength. And so see how easy they come. Boom. That's it. I think that's it. Now we remove all the bulbs. All the bulbs are out. Yeah. Yeah, it takes patience. Yeah, yeah, it does take patience, Faye. Yeah, a lot. I think so far I have put maybe 4, 3, maybe 15 hours so far, and probably I'm expecting to put maybe 10 more hours tops. So yeah, we're talking about 25, 20, 25 hours on this machine, which I think is normal. Maybe it's a little bit high, but again, I'll take my time to do it. I don't want to rush things. This also. Right. Alright. So, water break. Sip of water. And then. Alright. So, usually what I do with these, so. Let's see. Well, first of all, I'm going just to vacuum the playfield, just to remove all the dust in general. And then I will Dremel each light socket, which there are not that many, honestly. Some machines, they have a crazy amount of it. And this is a very easy machine, actually, to disassemble. Modern machines just take forever to disassemble, and there are so many different parts. And when I usually disassemble a modern machine, I take it by steps. Like, I will focus on a section, let's say like this section. I will disassemble entire this section, clean it up, clean up the area, and assemble again. And then I will move to a different section, because there is no way, like on a modern machine, I will do this. There will be hundreds of parts, and you need to take a lot of photos. You need to, just because of all the different parts and their similarities. But in this type of machine is very, very straightforward, and there are different screws. That's why I just remove the part, put the screw back in its place, so I don't mix them. But other than that, this is very straightforward playfield, very easy to work on it. And I can remove this rubber because we don't need it. I'm gonna put new ones. So let's just give a quick vacuum. So first, sorry for the noise. Usually I will use that nozzle for the hard to reach, and then it's like a quick exhaust. let's see. So I need a Dremel and coffee. Coffee's always good. Coffee's always good. All right. All right. So finally, trash this. I'll be back in a sec. My Dremel, where I put it. All right. So this is very easy. Let's put a Dremel. Again, sorry for the noise. It will probably remind you of a visit with a dentist. Just a quick pass. Just to remove really all gunk. Yeah, sometimes I have to adjust also these sockets. Sometimes they are too loose or too wide to hold the bolt. So sometimes I will just have to adjust it with pliers. Look at the other side. They really do this, guys. It doesn't quite really fast. That's it. It's very fast, really. Yeah. Alright. That's it. That will give you several more years of service. That quick little thing. Alright. Now, again, vacuum. Just to remove all those little things that came out. Actually, change this. Cleanup of the playfield. Here I have a couple of options. Usually I will just go with a regular cleaner for the playfield, which is Novus. And if I find a mark that is stubborn, I will just use a magic eraser for that area. But so let's give it a try with some Novus first and see what we can get, and then we can wax it. We can wax the playfield. But let's clean it first. Let's the first coat. Let's see what we get. I think I need to buy another bottle of this. Getting low. There's a pinball show this weekend in York, Pennsylvania, which is usually pinball shows is a great place to buy this kind of supplies. So I'll buy maybe a couple of bottles. There was my glove. So yeah, so it's dirt, years of dirt. So what I usually do is first to give a general cleanup to remove like the top dirt, the layer, and then evaluate if I use a magic eraser to remove. I have to be very careful with a magic eraser because magic eraser is pretty much like a small sand block and it will remove the paint, and we don't want that. So in some playfields I can use the magic eraser, but in some others it's just impossible because the paint will just come out. So let's first give general cleanup, and then we can see how bad it is. One of the drawbacks of doing this job is that, especially if you have the screws in, is that those screws ahead will just pinch your skin while doing this, so you have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, you're gonna have a hole in your hand. Very painful. So you don't want that. So you just have to be extra careful, which sometimes I'm not. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. All these switches will need to be adjusted. Once that I put the rubbers, I need to check the gaps, and adjust, clean up the switches of course, and re-gap them once the rubbers are in, so they can fire when they're supposed to fire, well, trigger the coils. Pretty much this mark is already groove. I can feel that the wood itself is has already a groove of so many times the ball traveling there. And yeah, fortunately there's nothing you can do there unless you want to sand the whole thing, but yes, we're not doing that. It's pretty much cleaning up and removing all this dirt. I mean, so far it looks better. I mean, it might not look better on camera, but here it looks a tad better. And the nice thing is that Novus will have a layer, like wax type of layer, so it will make the play feel smoother, which make the game slightly faster, because obviously the ball will travel faster on a smoother surface. So that's cool. And I remember when I got this machine and I touched the playfield with bare hands, you can feel the wood so dry. So this also will hydrate the wood. And again, it's just adding a layer to protect the layer for more wear. But usually at the end, once that I finish the cleanup, I will wax. I will wax the play field. I have Carnauba wax that usually is for wood furniture. That's I will use it just to add a layer of protection. So it's still coming a little bit of dirt, but not as much as the beginning. that's it. That's it. That's initial cleanup. Let's clean up the shooting lane. Dirt. You can see a little bit of shine already, which is nice. You can just feel that it's getting smoother and smoother. So the wood is getting the material. It's just good. It's like a piece of furniture. I mean, you hydrate the wood. Now let's wipe it with a clean towel, paper towel, and then I think I'm gonna give it a try with magic eraser, just to see how far I can go when it comes to like removing some marks, and if I can do it, if I can remove them. If I cannot remove them, well, that's it. We'll just cleaning more. I mean, I can see already the difference. And especially this center part now is shiny. Before it was all dull, so that's nice. And I think that once that the plastics that I remove, I need to clean them up. Ones that I put with new bulbs, I think it will look nice. I think it will look nice. So what I'm doing right now is like I could say like a light polish. Just removing any material left. Yeah, definitely there's already a difference on how smooth the wood is. I can feel that it's really smooth now. Yep, very smooth. Oh yeah, I can just feel it even with my gloves. So definitely this will help to make the game slightly faster. Obviously I will put a new ball also, which that definitely will help on maintaining the play field. Alright, so that's it. There are a couple of areas that I would like to give it a try with a magic eraser. So let me bring it, and give me 2 minutes, I'll be back. let's see. Let's see, so I'm pretty much just a small piece. Obviously it doesn't have any soap or anything, just a little bit wet. Yeah. Just removing a little bit. Usually you want to clean the same direction of the grain. You don't want to go against the grain. So yeah, so look. And again, I'm just doing it on those areas that I see that it's really dirty by the ball. There's no need to do it on all the playfield, just in specific areas. Because also some areas it's just the wood itself. But yeah, you can see that it's actually cleaning it. And again, you don't I won't recommend to just go crazy with it, just because yes, you can remove the paint and you don't want that. So this is pretty much like to detail specific areas. Yeah. And obviously once that's finished, I will put again Novus on those areas, because this will remove everything, the material, the layer that I just added, it will be removed with this. But again, there are just some areas, the inserts. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I remove those marks that were bugging me. I mean, the rest of the marks pretty much just really wear and tear of the machine. But this is great. The other thing that will remove those stubborn marks. That's it. Alright, so now I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to apply another layer of Novus. Then I think what I will do, once that I apply another layer of Novus, I'm going to start putting bulbs. And I think that's it for tonight, because let me just think about it for a couple of minutes. So clean the play field, put new bulbs. The plastics that I remove, I need to hand wash all of them, and all the posts, I need to put them on the ultrasonic cleaner. So that I will do it tomorrow. I will do those plastics at the cleaner, and I will hand wash the other plastics and let them dry. Then obviously the next step will bring back the plastic, put the rubbers back, put the spinner that I have there, put a new sticker here that I have there. I think by Friday I will get the new caps for here, so we'll put them. And I think that will be done. That will be done for the upper playfield. Usually the switches I will clean the switches before putting the rubbers, which pretty much are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14 switches, maybe 15. I will just clean them up here, sand them. Once that I put the rubbers, I will adjust them, and it's pretty much that will be done. That will be done of the upper playfield. Then the next step will be working under the playfield, which I'm going to remove the playfield and just put it on the bench and going through pretty much everything that is under the playfield. All the switches, there are several relays that need to be adjusted and clean, and then pray for the best. Once that is finished, and just plug it back, turn it on, and see what works and what not, and then go for there. I still have a couple of reels that I need to work on. I don't think I'm gonna stream those because it's very tedious and slow process of disassembling entirely and clean them up and sanding. So that's really boring. Also, I need to replace 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 sockets from the head, light sockets, just because they're so rusted that even after sanding them, they don't make contact. So at this point, it's just easy to replace them. So hopefully at the show that I'm going this weekend, I will buy those sockets and just solder them, remove the old ones, and put new ones. So, and that's it. But let's finish to clean up this, put some bulbs, and then call it a day, call it a night. Because someone needs to go to work tomorrow. So we have been here for what, an hour 20? It's not bad. It's not bad. Problem is when we go like 3 hours, and yeah, but it's not bad. I mean, again, it didn't take long doing this. So anyway, so who's out there? Who's still out there? Just watching in silence, creeping out, saying, "What the F this guy is doing?" I know there's some people out there. See, now this is what you see is not dirt, it's pretty much the same material, so playfield is clean. If you remember, the first time we cleaned it up, it's just like black, so right now it is clean, which is good, which means we remove most of the dirt, which is great. So we're just giving another layer, especially focusing on the areas. We use the magic eraser because, again, the magic eraser will remove any type of layer protection that we just put. So, but yeah. It's going pretty good actually. I think this game is going to be fun once we finish. With this, and just wait a couple of minutes, and then we just pick up the excess clean paper towel, and then we can just wax it, put a layer of wax, and then we can just start putting bolts, and that's it. So it's not that bad, really. Not that bad. I mean, again, yes, it's time consuming, but I think the reward that you get once that you finish it is great, because you will have like a nice looking machine that it's more than 40 years ago, and it actually will kick your butt, which is great. Let me clean up this, guys. I'll show you also these targets to clean them up. They have like gunk, and then this product is just great to remove all that gunk. Don't need that much. Clean up these guys. They're like nicer now. Now they're bright. Because yeah, I used to have like all these marks. So let's leave this a couple of minutes, and in the meantime let me get the wax, and we'll clean up this, then apply a layer of wax, let it sit, clean it up, buff a little bit, and we can put bolts. That's it. That will be for tonight. So let me get the wax that we will use. out of battery. Damn it. No more music. What? Oh well. Let me charge it and plug it here for a little bit. Alright, so let's see what I'm gonna do. Alright, so let's remove. Wipe this refill down. Quick. Hey Joe Shorts, how are you, man? It has been a while. I haven't seen you here. Thanks for stopping by, man. How you been? So, yeah, definitely there's an improvement. Unfortunately, you cannot see very well the difference on camera, but it's cleaner. It's cleaner, it's shinier for sure. But yeah, a lot of the marks were removed, which is great. And so now we're gonna give a quick wax, which again is not rocket science. So the wax that I'm going to use, it is, let's see, which camera? Probably this one, maybe. Yeah, it's crystal clear paste wax with carnauba. It's carnauba and especially for wood furniture. So there's a piece of, there's a photo of a coffee table there. You have been lurking for a while. Oh, creeper. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. Yeah, sometimes you just get too quiet here, you know. Alright, so for the wax, pretty much just easy. You don't have to go crazy applying wax to every corner. Pretty much you will spread it once that you clean it and polish. Again, this is just to apply a very, very thin layer of protective wax, mostly to protect the wood. And this will help the game. It will protect the game for a few years to come. So just a bit, just a tad. it. That's it. Now we wait. We wait a few minutes and then we remove it or polish. Or remove the excess. That's it. So again, you don't have to go crazy on the amount of wax that you put. Spanish Eyes. Yep, I remember that machine, that game. It is a fun game. It is a fun game, definitely. And yes, I can understand you when you say to degrease the back box. It's tedious. It's fun, I guess. The same with this one. Well, the problem with this one mostly is rust, or was rust. I have no idea what's the history of this game, where it was, but funny thing is that player 1 and player 2 reels were completely covered in rust, like completely. And but player 3 and 4, they were somewhat fine. And actually I still have issues with 2 reels because the rust is so bad that the plunger cannot make a full pull to change the digit. So I need to disassemble the whole thing, maybe drop it into CLR, send it, and put it together, and hoping that it will make a full pull this time. But other than that, pretty much all the reels now, they work fine. I already adjust what's in the back of this. There's the credit wheel, the match wheel, and the player unit. So now pretty much you just it will change from player 1 to 2, 3, and 4, and so forth. But yeah, it's a fun thing though. It's fun. But yeah, Spanish. Yeah, working on IEM it's a matter of love, definitely. It's a matter of love and patience, of course. Patience, because I mean, it's not something that you can have in a day. Because otherwise, you will hate it. There's so many things that need to be taken care of on IEM, and you cannot rush. Well, I mean, as I say, you cannot rush art. Alright, so just gonna wipe any excess of wax. Definitely this machine, if the machines could talk, this machine will be very happy. Very happy. Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine actually has a Mars Trek EM that I actually would want to work on that game. Never played, but it seems like it's a cool game. And pretty much I have to do the same, bring it back to life. I think it's working. I don't know what works and what not, but pretty much do the same as I'm doing with this one. To go through the whole machine, and I can enjoy it, honestly. I can enjoy doing this. Again, it's rewarding, you know. It's a rewarding experience. After all the hours that you spend, and then you flip the switch and boom, it's working, and it does what it's supposed to do, and it feels good. It feels good, honestly. It feels good to bring back a machine that it's over 40 years old, you know. And again, as I said earlier, it's great, the feeling, because you bring a machine that it's more than 40 years old and it still whoop your butts, you know, when you play. it will bring a grown man to tears. So it's fun. And again, I don't think it does matter the title. I know that there's some titles that are better than the others, but I do believe that every machine, no matter if it's good play or not, because this is like beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, you know. So for some people, it will be like, oh, that game sucks. But other people will love it, you know, and you have to respect their opinion. But just bring it back to life. A machine either sucks or that sucked or not. It's great. It's a great feeling. Honestly, I haven't had enough time playing this bow and arrow. So I'm hoping that once that is done, and before I return the machine, I will be able to stream, play, and curse, yell, and cry. So, I mean, I have to do it actually, because it's like a torture test. Every stream I do, definitely is a torture test for a machine, because when I stream, probably maybe I will stream like 3 hours, 2 straight hours, game after game after game. If there's something wrong with the machine, it will come up. So if something wrong come up, I will obviously address, but if it's fine, it will be ready to be delivered, you know. So it's a torture test to see, to check that everything works. It'll be fun. Pretty good so far. So far, I think it's pretty good. We remove wax, or we spread the wax evenly now. So now it has a nice layer of wax, and so at least the playfield will be protected for a bit. Definitely, it looks nicer. Definitely. Alright, I think that what we can do now is just to start putting bulbs. Now I'm gonna put LEDs on this machine. The owner of the machine gave me several LEDs, and we're gonna use warm whites on the GI, on general illumination, and we're gonna use cold whites on the inserts. So I don't know if I have enough, but we'll take a look. So, all right. I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, I don't see any other dull spot I missed. You know, I can always go back and retouch an area, but overall I think it's fine. Also, I think I can remove the globes. It's like it's a weird feeling. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright, so let's start putting bulbs, and we will see what sockets needs to be addressed and which ones are not. So let's put this away. Remove my gloves. I'm gonna plug the machine so you can see what I'm doing. Now I'm running out of sockets, so I need to find an available socket where to plug it. So give me a sec while I go through all these cables and see what I can unplug and what not. And let's see. I think I can unplug this for a little bit. Plug this back here. Alright. So I'm gonna turn on the machine and let's see. Actually, I have to think that. Let me see. Let me think. Oh, it's not. Let's see. Let me see. I think that outlet isn't working. There it is. Okay. So now, let's see where the bulbs. Okay, so here we have them. What do we have here? So frosted, warm white, and frosted, warm white. Actually, these are warm whites, all of them. Okay. Alright, so let's start with one bag. Here, I need something that is not metal to remove that. Probably this. There it is. The reason I'm doing it with the machine on is just to see which sockets they need to be adjusted. But I don't think I didn't see any socket that is like really bad. But you never know. You never know. So these guys, yeah, okay. This is one thing of some balls that just break. So actually, what I'm gonna let's go ahead. Then I will tackle the bumpers, because I have an issue with the bumpers that they don't get any power. Well, at least they don't fire. So I need to figure out what's going on with those guys. Not a lot of bulbs. This is like putting candles on a birthday cake. Some sockets are too deep, so that's why I have my trusty piece of tubing, so it can go deeper. It's not hearth. Alright. Let's see. trying to look more like a pinball table now. Look at some bulbs. I really feel like putting candles on a birthday cake. We're done with one bag, so let's open the other one. Alright. So how many were here? I think it was what, 25? So we need one more, and then for the bumpers, which I think that in case of the bumpers they don't get power at all. I need to check the circuit of the pop bumpers because again they are not firing and I'm not sure they're getting power at all. Yeah, I don't think they're getting power at all, not even for the bulbs, because right now pretty much should light, but they are not. So I'm just gonna put bulbs here, but I need definitely to address this because what's going on with these guys. So well, at least it has new bulbs, so eventually when they work I will know when they are energized. So that's it. Okay, wasn't that bad. That's it. We have all bulbs, and pretty much that's it, guys. That's it. There's a mystery of the pop bumpers, but I will address that on another stream. But for now, I think we got it. I think that's it. That's pretty much what we can do for tonight. Again, so what we did today, pretty much we remove all the plastics, which I'm going to clean them up, wash them by hand tomorrow probably, and let them dry, and then I will bring them and put the plastics back so it will look nicer. And then I'm going to remove the playfield and bring it into the bench and work pretty much everything that is under the playfield. Figuring out why these guys, they are not working. I mean, they are not energized at all. I mean, the bulbs are not coming up. So it could be a fuse. I mean, I don't know. I need to take a look at the diagram to see how they are powered. But I really thought that the bulbs from the pop bumpers were part of the GI, I mean the general illumination, but I don't think so by seeing this. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. I need to put back spinner here. Actually, I should have the spinner. Yes, we have a spinner. I have a brand new spinner here. And where's the bracket? The bracket is here. So let's see. So we have a brand new spinner because the other one was missing. So okay. So the hole, it's a different diameter. Will it fit? Yeah, it will fit, but the hole pretty much it's it doesn't fit, which means that I need to drill this hole a little bit bigger. Yeah, because it doesn't fit. No, it doesn't fit. So yes, I need to take out the drill this hole a bit. Yep. And then put the stickers, put the right sticker here. And then I have also to put a new sticker on this other spinner, because I don't know what spinner, what game is this. It has what is this? It's a rabbit coming out from a hat. So I think I have seen that before. I don't remember what game. But yeah, so I need to drill that bracket, so the spinner can go in. And that's it. I think that's it. Here I'm looking at the back box, and pretty much, let me see if I can do with this camera just a little bit so you guys can see. So the box is there. It's lit. Before it wasn't lit, but now it's lit. So it's coming along this game. These will be the 4th session that I work on this game. Yeah, now you can actually feel it fine, because before, when I got the machines, like, man, I don't want to touch this, because you can feel the crust of dirt, and now you can feel it smooth, you know. So it's nice. So I don't know, guys, if you have any questions before I close the stream. Boy, let's just take some water. Alright, let's see. One last zig, and then call it a night. That's good. And I think we're doing good. Usually working all these tiny details are the ones that is going to take most of my time. But it's coming. This machine is coming. I think it's looking nice. I'm so looking forward to stream this game. Let's see if it works or not. Because it had happened that you finish a game, it's very nice, but when you start playing, it's like it just doesn't work. I was supposed to. That sucks. But I'm hoping that this game cooperates, and we can play. We have a nice gameplay. I think the only thing that really concerns me are those pop bumpers, like why they are not firing. I mean, it could be something really simple as a fuse. But the thing is that tracing a wire, back tracing like where this wire is not that easy. Usually if the wire is broken somewhere, you just run a new cable, a new wire. Which means that I need to jump into the diagram, which it sucks, because, let me show you. So here's a very poor copy of the schematics. And as you can see, this is just half of the schematics. The other half is here. And it has very, very tiny drawings, and really I think it's printed on thermal paper because it's fading. So we'll need to, well, I mean, I won't read this. I mean, actually usually I will just pull a PDF and look it on the computer. It's just easier, because honestly my eyes, yeah, it's impossible. I mean, if I put my glasses on, I mean, everything is fading, you know. I mean, I can see lines, dots, squares, and some tiny wiggles here, wiggle there, but yeah. And also it's so dirty. You can feel the dirt. So yeah, so that's the only thing. There's also another thing that I need to look out for, which is the whole assembly for this slingshot is missing. And I think I post a picture on the Instagram and Twitter that guess what it's missing, and pretty much it is that the whole assembly is missing for that slingshot, so I need to find that. And I need to figure out why it was removed in first place. Sometimes they will be removed because you just make a short circuit, and instead of fixing it, people will remove it entirely and just cut the wire. So I don't know. I don't know if this is linked to the bumpers. I don't know. I think that once that I put the playfield on the bench and just have an idea of the whole wiring, I think that we will know what's the reason. Also, I need to change these flipper bats. These are from Gottlieb Pinball, and I got already the right ones for Bali. So I got the right flipper bats. I'm just waiting for bushings, some plastic bushings that screw into the playfield, which is always good to replace those when you replace flipper bats, so they are aligned and they move free. Because sometimes, I mean, when you play and sometimes a flipper will just get stuck or something. Sometimes it's just the bushing that is there. So it's like a dollar piece of plastic. So it's not that hard to replace. And what else? What else? But I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. So I don't know, guys, if you have any questions or comments before I shut down shop for tonight while I finish my sig. Let's see. Alright. That was fun. It was fun. Definitely was fun. Yeah. Yeah, it looks nicer. Definitely looks nicer. Yeah, when I was testing the machine, I remember that actually these coil work, these won't work. So those two will fire. The slingshot will not fire. So I don't know. I need to figure that out. And I'm hoping that it's something like simple and that I don't have to run wires to make them work. So who knows? You never know what to expect with these guys. Thanks for what, Joe? Thanks for what, man? Oh boy, let's see. Dimple Brian, if you're there, thanks for the follow. Dimple Brian, thanks for the follow. It's always appreciated. And what else? I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow is Thursday, so I don't know. Maybe I will come back. Again, I will post any update on Twitter or Instagram. You guys can find me over there, and usually that's where I will post when I'm going back. Or actually, if you just subscribe to the channel or if you follow, you will get notifications. So if you guys wants to keep track of how we're doing with this machine, I'm hoping, and this will be wishful thinking, that we have ahead probably 2 more sessions, probably, because the next one, well, I think, let's see, I don't think there's need to stream when I put the plastics. I mean, that's very easy, just to screw back the plastics. But I think the next session, the next stream will be when I have the playfield out, upside down. and figuring out what's going on. Well, mostly we'll be cleaning and adjusting. That's what I did with all the relays and switches that are on the cabinet. So I will do the same, clean up switches, adjust the switches, and see what's wrong with it. I know that I will be missing maybe a couple of parts, but again, that's easy. Once that I get the parts, I will just bolt them in. And but again, my biggest concern are the bumpers. I need to figure that out. I need to replace a fuse holder that I remember that right now it has blue tape holding the fuse, and that's when I need to replace that. And I think that's it. So the rest actually work. I remember when I was testing the game, it does score what's supposed to score. So I know that there are a few bulbs that I need to replace under the playfield, which actually I'm gonna check with the owner over the weekend, because I will need way more bulbs, because I need just here. Let's just see really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 42, 52. So I'll say I'll need 60, just because I know some bulbs might be bad. So 60 bulbs I need for under the playfield, which pretty much like a buck both almost, is like $50. So okay. So hopefully the show that I'm going over the weekend, I will get the rest of the bulbs so I can replace all the bulbs under the playfield, and again just clean up with the Dremel all the sockets and replace the bulbs. But it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. So I'm just gonna take a picture of it so I can post, so at least keep track of the progress. Well, I'm gonna, once that I finish the stream, because I have the camera and the light. So alright guys, so that's it, and that's it for tonight. Thanks for each one of you that stopped by, and hopefully I will see you guys soon, and we'll continue this saga. And but again, thanks again for stopping by, and have a good night. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.